Hi friend, if you're a realtor who has been thinking, I love this career, but I'm ready for more freedom, then I think you're gonna love this conversation. If you know of anybody looking to move to this area, we would love to help your clients. Feel free to email me, stevie@steviehahn.com, and we'd love to pay you a referral fee. I am with a cloud-based brokerage. It's called Real Broker. I've been with them for a little over 2 years. I sponsor agents all over the US and Canada, and I mentor agents here in the state of Florida. So if you want more information about that, you can email me, or also I have so much content on my YouTube channel. I have an entire Real Broker playlist for you to check out. Let's get into the details of this video about creating a referral-based business. So if you've been following me for a while, I don't know if I said this already, but I've been a real estate agent for over 10 years, and I got into the business, oh my gosh, how old am I now? Okay, so I was 27, I'm 37 now. For years, I hit the ground running. I felt like I had to be successful in this business, and I loved it. I was obsessed with it. I worked 24/7 though. I got extremely burnt out. I was working day and night, weekends. I never went on vacation. I was also like coaching, like mentoring agents, creating courses, traveling to speak at other brokerages. I hosted a Wednesday night mastermind call for a couple of years with my friend Amanda. I was doing all the things, 3 open houses a weekend, 2 on Saturday, 1 on Sunday, networking events, doing pop-bys, like all the things. And I did venture into having a full-on team. I had a director of operations, I had buyer's agents, I have created videos on that too, and I gave it a full year run. And I just realized that wasn't really the position I was wanting to be in as a team leader. And I was so miserable. I was burnt out. I was unhappy, and it was costing me more money. It was costing me way more time. And that just wasn't how I wanted to structure my business. I know there are real estate agents out there who have very successful, huge teams, and they love it and they enjoy that, and that is what works for them. But for me, I was looking for more freedom, and I know that I have that now. And I can't wait to get into all the details of this video. So I know that it's not for everybody. Like what I'm going to share with you might not be for you, but maybe you'll take like a couple golden nuggets from it and be able to implement it into your business. Or you might be like, yes, this is exactly what I've been looking for, and thank you for laying it out, because I don't think there's like other content talking about this. So okay, let's just get into it. Got my notes here. So Erica and she is a real estate agent in Nashville, Tennessee, and we actually created some content recently. We created a freebie. We basically laid out everything that I'm saying to you in this video in text form, and I will include that below in the description in case you want to read through this, or you're listening to this on the road, or you're doing dishes right now or laundry and you aren't able to take any notes. I got you. Just go below in the description, and you will have to plug in your email, and it will automatically email over these details for you. And I really, really hope that this information is helpful. So I transitioned from being a full-time real estate agent, the weeds real estate, to running a completely referral-based business. And let me tell you, it's been the best move I've ever made. I'm so happy. I'm not burnt out. I'm actually excited about work again. I am inspired daily, and I feel like I've just like surrounded myself too with just such a great community. I love the brokerage that I'm at. I need a breakdown for you how I did this, how I built a referral network that I really, really trust, and how we keep income flowing without showing homes every weekend. So I've got a bunch of notes here that I'm going to be reading on my phone. So what a referral only business actually looks like is what we're going to talk about next. People hear referral only, they sometimes think you just like disappear. Like, sure, maybe you'll mention like, yeah, I have a real estate license, but it's not active, and I'm referral only, and yeah, I can help you find a realtor. Like, I think that's what most people think of when they hear referral based. I don't know, let me know below in the comments. Like, what do you think of when you hear someone say they're a referral only agent? For me, that is not the case at all. And I'm still showing up for my past clients, staying in touch, and I'm still their go-to resource. But when they're ready to buy or sell, I'm matching them up with my partner, and insert Carrie Carpenter here. She is the most amazing real estate agent ever here in Northeast Florida. Top producer. I mean, if you were to meet her, I know that you would fall in love with her. She is so positive, very much a go-getter, and she has 2 little girls herself. She is very passionate about this business and helping other buyers and sellers. Essentially, Carrie is my agent partner who I introduce my past clients to or my friends to, and she essentially is the one going to the listing appointments, doing the showings, going to the photos, going to the inspections. She has a transaction coordinator. She is the one negotiating. She's doing all the paperwork. She's doing everything. I am just doing the introduction. Gotta hold my phone because it's not wanting to sit on my steering wheel. Okay, so let's see, what notes do I have here? Then I'll make sure that I mention structure that we have created has honestly a win-win for both of us. My clients get a really great agent, and I get to stay home with my daughter, still serve people without burning myself out, and I'm still earning income. First thing to ask yourself is, what do I want my role to be? And a couple of things to think about. Do you still love lead generating and marketing? Like, do you enjoy, a huge part of my business has been getting clients from social media, or I add my friends on social media, and for them to actually see like, hey, I'm in the field, I am working, I am educating myself on the real estate market and sharing a lot about Carrie. Like, if you love that side of things and you love lead generating, and let me break that down a little bit more. So with a couple things that I do, touching base with my clients all throughout the year. So for their birthday, for their home anniversary, for Mother's Day is like my newest thing. Now that I'm a mom, I feel like really compelled to celebrate other moms. So I do like a little pop by for Mother's Day. I just recently for St. Patrick's Day, I used Market Dwellings and I sent a little St. Patrick's Day card with a little lottery ticket. I like to send fun things throughout the year, but also some educational things too. Like I'll do like this CMA on their house and give them an idea, a range of what their house is worth. And then I also have this other template with Coffee and Contracts that breaks down just like a high level market update on their area and just educating them on what's going on in the real estate market. So I think this is great. Like, I love doing the lead generation part of things. I love keeping in touch with past clients, and I love social media and the marketing aspect of things. So when I think about what do I want my role to be, like, do you still love lead generation and marketing is what I'm getting at. Do you want to handle client convos and hand off the transaction part? Or do you really want to step back and let someone else take the lead? So these are just like some things to think about. For me, again, I still love nurturing my database, creating content, and showing up on social media. I just don't want to be in the car all day doing showings, nights, weekends. I don't want to do open houses. I don't want to be negotiating, managing contracts, people calling me with issues. Like, I don't know if I will ever go back to that. I really, really love how things are structured now. So I don't want to be doing those things. So I have partnered up with somebody who does love doing those things. And you'll see on the thing that Erica and I wrote out in text form, Erica's approach is a little bit different. I don't want to speak for her on this video, but she is definitely more behind the scenes. She keeps her branding separate from her partner agent and still stays super connected with her people. So for me, I have an Instagram page, the Stevie Hahn Team, and I share a lot of content with Carrie. Carrie is tagging me in her own personal Instagram, and I'm able to share it on the team page. So if you go to the Stevie Hahn Team, you can see this and see how we are promoting ourselves together. So when past clients or friends of mine reach out to me, they're like, hey, can you or Carrie help me with selling my house or finding a new house? It's like they're already getting to know Carrie from social media, but also the things that I'm sending them in the mail. They're already seeing her face at least. So that's something different that Erica and I are doing, and you'll see that laid out in the text form, but there's no right or wrong way to do it. It's about designing it around your life. You want to build a solid referral network. So for me, like I've partnered up with Carrie and that works so great. But like for Erica, she has a couple agents that she refers listings or buyers to. It just kind of depends on where the client is looking, which area the referral partner lives and what area they want to service. So it looks a little bit different for both of us, but it can look different for you too. It's not just like one way or the highway, right? Okay, so who are you going to refer these clients to? This is huge. So you want people who are going to care for your clients the way that you would, right? So for me, my partner is Carrie. We've worked together for years and I trust her completely. Like I said, Erica took a different approach. She's got a couple agents that she works with that she loved working with on past deals and reached out to them to see if they wanted to partner up. So however you do it, the key is trust. You need to feel confident that when you hand over the lead, they're going to be in great hands. Maybe this looks like maybe you just partner up with an agent and you try out 1 or 2 deals. It doesn't have to be this super serious, formal, announce it on social media, come up with some type of agreement with all these different terms. Like maybe just see. Your friend Susie, you think is a great realtor and you think will take really great care of your clients. You don't really know until they start working with Susie. So I think just kind of like doing a couple trial errors, and maybe it might not work out with Susie. And maybe you need to find somebody else to partner up with and just try out a couple different people. I think it can look like that too. So I would just be clear on a couple details, and that would be, what is the referral fee? How often will they update you on the transaction? And like let them know, like, hey, do you want them to update you after every showing or after every week, like weekly updates? Or do you want to just know about like the most important things, like when is closing? Like just set those expectations with this person that you partner up with. So how often will they update you in the transaction? And how do you make sure everyone's on the same page? So like with Carrie, I like for like anytime something happens for her to update me so that I'm kind of like the good guy. I'm reaching out to my clients, asking them how they're doing, or sometimes I'm just like reconfirming something Carrie told me. Sometimes like in transactions can be kind of sticky, right? And I think sometimes it's helpful to have another party come in to kind of reiterate what Carrie has said. If there's like some situation going on, like let's say the appraisal came in low and the client's like kind of upset. Carrie does a really good job about setting the expectations about all the things, right? And I mean, she could do everything right, but sometimes having this other person come in a professional manner and chime in and reiterate what Carrie is saying is really, really helpful. So, kind of just have the conversation of like, is that something that you guys want to do together or not do? Just be open about expectations. So simple systems and clear communication really make all the difference. Okay, next step, keep your leads coming in without burning out. So this is where I think a lot of people just get stuck. How do I keep getting leads if I'm not active anymore? And that's easy. You just stay visible. So maybe, you don't have to be hosting open houses or doing pop-bys every weekend to stay top of mind. I already shared with you like a couple things that I do, but you can mail the pop-bys. Like come up with a schedule. Come up with a high-level plan for the year on how you're going to touch base with clients. Now, I did create something that you might be interested in if this is something you're thinking about doing and you need a plan, is I created the 2025 Client Connection Kit. I will link it down below. Give you a plan for each month on a way to build up your client connection, stay top of mind, provide value, not be salesy. There's some fun things that you'll mail throughout the year, but there's also like I mentioned, like the more educational templates that you can mail. And then there's also like the way I structured this kit is like, okay, let's say you don't have the funds to mail past clients or you don't even have past clients. I have strategies for all of that are included with the 2025 Client Connection Kit. So I'll link that below. Oh my goodness. Okay, so my camera that was hanging out on my steering wheel has died. So we're gonna continue this video via my phone. which I still feel like has good quality, right? So let's get right into it. I only have like a couple more steps left. I talked about like, I have a strategy of ways to like keep in touch with your client without having to be active and out in the field and stuff like that. Look into the 2025 Client Connection Kit. A couple other things is just like simply checking in with your past clients, sending them a text, giving them a call, sending them a DM. Sometimes it's just a text, like saying hi. Showing up on Instagram. I don't show up every day, and not in a crazy, like exhausting way. Just be consistent with it. Sharing stories, highlighting your agent partners, and letting people know that you are still the go-to girl if they need an agent. You don't even need to say like, an announcement of like, I'm referral based only now. Like, you don't even need to say that. Just keep continuously showing up, providing value. You can just share other listings that are in the area that like you want to service. You could batch content. You could go to model homes. You could get a ton of content. You could do a branding photo shoot, get a ton of videos, get a ton of B-roll. And that could be your content for over the next several months. So you're not having to like keep going out and shooting things. Just do it all in one day and have several months stocked up of footage. You need to stay connected. So just come up with a high level plan of how you're going to still stay connected with people every month. Jump into the next step, which is to set up systems so that nothing slips through the cracks. So I'm all about keeping things very simple. I use a CRM. I use two CRMs. It's probably doesn't sound simple, but I mostly use Follow Up Boss. And in Follow Up Boss is all my friends, all my past clients, everyone who's on my email list. And I think if it's not organized for you up front, you do need to take some time to organize it, because it's going to save you so much time later, and it's going to help you stay consistent. So I have set up with all my past clients, like when was their closing. I'm setting up when is their birthday, when is their home anniversary. I'm setting up all these things, and I'm able to set up these reminders in Follow Up Desk, so that when I log into Follow Up, I said Follow Up Desk, I meant Follow Up Boss. It has these tasks for me every day, and I know exactly what I need to be doing, who I need to follow up with. I'm making like little tags on things. Like, so if I gave Carrie a potential lead, well, I want to check in with that lead. So maybe I'll make a note to like follow up in a week or 2 weeks or a month, whatever that might look like, so that it will remind me when I log in to Follow Up Boss to know to check in with them. Okay. So set up some type of simple system. This is the last step. And then we're going to do a final thought. And the last step is to give yourself permission to step back. So here's your permission slip to step back. You do not have to be hustling 24/7 to be successful in this business. You can build something that fits your life. And if that life looks like working from home in your leggings, sending referrals while your baby naps, well, same. And this isn't slowing down, it's being intentional. And honestly, my business has never felt more aligned, and I'm just so much happier. So what a day-to-day looks like for me is like, really, I'm only working like 1 to 2 hours a day during the week. Some days I'm not doing any work at all, but maybe on a day that I have a sitter, I might be doing a little bit more work, right? Like today I have a sitter, so I'm doing a little bit more than what I normally would be doing. But simply, it's just like logging into my CRM, checking out like what tasks do I have? Who do I need to follow up with? Or do I need to add this new person into my database and set up some tags for them? So like, that's the first step, is logging into Follow Up Boss, checking out my systems, and who do I need to follow up with. The second thing is Coffee and Contracts. I've talked about Coffee and Contracts over and over and over. I'm not going to dive into it in this video. If you haven't heard of it, go to coffeecontracts.com, because this is what I utilize for templates, ways to like nurture clients, to provide value to them, social media content, reel templates. I mean, everything that you could possibly need as a real estate agent as far as the marketing aspect is in this dashboard. So go to coffeecontracts.com, use my discount code CV15 to get $15 off your first month. There is no contract. You can cancel anytime. I'll post the link below so you can go right to it. But so that's what I do. Check in with my CRM and then log into Coffee and Contracts and work on my social media content. And I only do this once a month. So this isn't like part of my daily tasks, but I dive into my course, the 2025 Client Connection Kit, and I am doing exactly what my students are doing for that month to prepare. And the tasks that are in there for the month aren't going to take you all month to do. It will literally take like an hour or two to do. So, maybe a little bit longer the first time that you do it, but once you get going, like, it's really simple tasks for you to do to provide value for your past clients or for your friends. So those are the 3 things that I am working on: is logging into my CRM. Who do I need to follow up with, touch base with, send something to, whatever, and then Coffee and Contracts. And then once a month, the 2025 Client Connection Kit. So if you're thinking about being referral based, I would just start with those 3 just to keep it super simple. It really is simple. Okay, so last minute final thoughts. If you're in that place where you're thinking, I love real estate, but I'm ready for it to look different, know that it is possible. I have some notes here. You can serve your people. You can still earn great income. You can still be the person everyone thinks of when they need a real estate connection. You just don't have to do it all yourself. If you want to chat more about what this could look like for you, just message me. I also make income. It's beneficial to be with a brokerage that has this structure where I get the referral fee from Carrie when she closes a property, right? But I'm also making money just from agents who write me down as their sponsor when they join me at Real Broker. So I'm making commission off of that. And then I'm also making stocks within the brokerage that I'm at. So just for attracting agents and having sales, you get like a whole Morgan Stanley, like a legitimate stock account. And so it's just like, I think, really beneficial to be at a brokerage where you can make extra income. Anyways, that wraps up this video. I hope it was helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching. Quick little recap. If you want to go to the link below, I'm sharing with you the text form of basically everything that I mentioned to you that Erica and I wrote out. You can go ahead, plug in your email and get that. I will have listed below if you want some more information about the brokerage that I'm at, just like high level details. I'll put that link below as well. And then I'll put the link for Coffee and Contracts too. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week.